Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited to have you guys here. I'm really excited to have you guys here. So today's video is going to be a story time on how I got kidnapped. Yeah, I have been kidnapped before. Yeah, I have been kidnapped before, and I hardly talk about this, but I just feel like I should share this on here. So this happened about 9 years ago. 9 years ago, yeah. 9 years ago, I think I was about 16. I was around 16, 17 years old. That was when I got admission into my school. And for some reasons I don't want to but if you know me, you know my school. So that was when I got admission to study SLT, Science Laboratory Technology. In case you don't know, in a polytechnic. Yeah, I schooled in a polytechnic. I went to a polytechnic. Yeah. So you know, new student, I was trying to do my clearance. Lectures had already started. Then my school, we have this loads and loads of textbooks to buy, because like I said, I don't want to even talk about my school. So that aside, so that fateful day, I don't even know how to say stories, but I'm going to try, and I'm hoping this video is not too long. Yeah, I'm hoping it's not too long. It won't be too long. Okay, so on that fateful day, I finished from class. I had textbooks to buy, so I had to go to our school bookshop to get them. So afterwards, I just went home, dropped my book. I felt bored, and I was like, I had this cousin. So I was like, okay, and she was kind of the only person I know, because I'm shy. I'm normally shy. I am shy, not normally shy. I am shy, and I like to stay in my people I know. Even if we're not that close, but I should know you. So as at then, I just got introduced to her. I didn't know her before, so I was like, okay. And it's a new school. I don't have friends. I don't have anybody. And most of the time, I like being alone, in my own space. So I was bored that day. I was like, okay, let me go and see my cousin. Maybe we'll talk. I get to know her better, and at least she's the kind of the only family I have in the school. You get. So I dropped my books. I carried my dressed up and went to her house. So I got to her house, and she was still in school. That was around 2-3 in the afternoon, I think. She was still in school. Then I called her, and she was like, okay, she's on her way. Did I call her? No. Okay, I met one of her classmates, and they were like, okay, she was doing some stuff in school. I can't remember how this story went. Either I saw her classmates, or I called her on phone, and she was like, she's still in school. I was like, okay, let me wait for her. And inside her compound, I didn't know much people, and I am shy. I don't know how to talk to people. I cannot just go into someone's room. Oh, please, can I stay and wait for my cousin? No, I was this shy person that so I just went outside the gate. I was like, they had this sit out, so I was like, okay, let me sit down there and wait for her. Okay, maybe around 4. I don't even have anything doing at home, so instead of just staying at home and sleeping and being bored, let me just stay there and wait for her. Okay, so I stayed there for like around for some time, like I think for like 30 minutes or so, and all of a sudden, I don't know, I didn't know how it happened. I just saw someone, the person just please, I'm looking for a place. I was like, I just saw the person, okay, I'm new to this school, I don't really know anybody, I should go and ask someone else. I'm like, okay, he needs to go out. He told this can that he does not really, that English is kind of hard. I don't know that like most people around here don't speak English. Most of the shops there speak more of Igbo. And in my head, I don't even know how I believed that, because I guess it's because I was new. I used to stay in Lokoja, like the northern part of the state. So coming back to the east to school, I really did not know how things were, you know. So I assume most people speak Igbo. And at that time, I think most of the shops I go to buy something, I used to speak my Achikote Igbo, like my cousin joined Igbo to buy something. So when he told me that most of them don't speak English, that I should help ask a bike man, because I was like, okay, a bike man should know the place. So it was like some bike people don't know, that maybe I should help him speak Igbo to the bike person to explain where he's going to. So all of a sudden, I didn't know how it happened. This bike man just came from nowhere. I didn't even know when he passed. I don't know nothing. And then he passed. I was like, stop. That this man wants to go to, I think he called a convent. And in my head, since it's a convent, like all the sisters, Reverend sisters, this thing, I was like, I think I felt more comfortable to actually help him when they said convent, you know. So I was like, okay, this person, you know, religion, you are doing religious, hey God. So I had convent, so I was like, okay, relax. So I called the bike man. I didn't know how the bike man passed. I didn't know when he stopped. I didn't know even when I stopped him. I can't even remember. Do you understand? And then I just stopped him. I was like, oh, this person said he's going to so comment. Do you know the place? I was like, he doesn't know the place. As it is now, I can't even say the full story, but I'm just going to say from the top of my head what really happened, like what I think happened. Okay, so I was like, I spoke Igbo to the bike man. I was like, this man said he wants to go to so place. Do you know the place? They dropped him in junction and they told him to come down here. Is there any convent around here? The bike man was like, no, that the convent he knows is so place. I was like, I told the man that this is the next thing. He was like, I don't know, I was just like being a mediator, like translating, and all of a sudden I saw myself on a bike. I did not know, I can't remember how I got into the bike, but I was on a bike going, and they were asking me questions and I was answering them. They took my phone, they sent me home. I did not know how it happened. Like from Lokoja, from Anambra State, I went to Lokoja that night. Like I got into a night bus. I went back to my house. The money they gave me for the weekend, I packed it, I gave it to them. Like the whole thing was surreal. Like I didn't know how it happened. I didn't know when all these were happening. I just know that in my head, like I can't explain it. I can't explain it. Up to today, I can't explain it. Yeah, so I went home that day. I think they sent me home to go bring money from my dad and I went home, and as at that period there was no actual money in my dad's house, like in the house, because most of the time my dad is a businessman, so sometimes he keeps money at home. So I think that day happened to be on Monday, so he had not sold a lot, so there was barely nothing at home. I think he said, my dad said it was around 100,000 naira. So next day I took the money and I came back to Anambra State. I don't know how it happened. Like, the whole thing was very fast. Like, the whole thing was very fast. Like, I have never stolen my dad's money before, never. And then I went home, carried his money, and I came back to Anambra State. Like, I actually went to a port. I came back to Anambra State. So when I came back, I gave them the money, and as at then they told me that if I tell my mom, if I tell anybody anything, that that person is going to die. I think how that thing works is they ask you questions, they figure out your worst fears, and then they feed on that fears, and then put it in you, and then you just give in to whatever it is they ask you to do. So they're like, if I tell anybody, they're going to die. And the only possible person I'm going to tell, because I did not even have friends, I don't have best friends, it was just my mom, and I was too scared to tell my mom because I didn't want her to die. I didn't want to be the reason why my mom died. So I just had to search for the money. I saw around 100,000. I can't really say how much it is. Even my dad can not really say how much it is, but he said it's around 100,000. And I took it, and that day I ran back to school. I was not with phone, I was not with anything. You understand? And you know, my mom was thinking maybe it's because I was feeling homesick. That was why I came back home like that, without telling anybody that I'm coming back home. They didn't know I was going through hell. Like, I didn't sleep that night. I was just not home. So I came back, I gave them the money. As if they gave me money to keep for them, to go home and bring for them. I gave them the money, and I think the money was not enough. Like, the money was not as much as they actually wanted it. So they kept me. I don't know, they just took me to a place and kept me. And for a whole 1 week, I think I stayed there for a week plus. And for that 1 week plus, I think I only ate 2 times. Either once or 2 times. That was the only time they actually fed me. Okay, and I think I did not even bathe at all. And from what my dad said, they asked for ransom and all, which is, I'm laughing now, but that period wasn't even nice. Like, it wasn't a good experience to now. It wasn't. Especially kidnapped with jazz. It's not even nice. Like, not nice. So they asked for ransom. I think they paid. Yeah. So what happened was, they took me to a park with no shingbi. They did not give me any money. They just carried me to the park. I don't even know where they, if you ask me where they dropped me now, I don't know. I don't know if it's in Onitsha. I don't know if it's in Nnewi. I don't know if it's in Oka. I can't really tell. I don't know where they dropped me. I don't know. I really do not know. What I can remember is when they dropped me off. In the park, they did not give me any money. So I was not like, I was like, give me money now, let me be. Maybe I brought money to people. Give me some of the money so I will think I'll be going to school. They said I should go back to school and wait for them in that place that they saw me, that they are going to bring my money back. They are going to come and see me there. That is, I don't know the deal we did though. I don't know what made me to go home and go and bring money. I don't know. My phone, my new phone, as at then it was Android phone that was ringing, and my mom bought it for me as a birthday gift. Like, they took my kids, they took everything. They took everything from me. So I had to start how I went back to school. I had to, like, I went to different people. Please, auntie, I'm going back to my school at Oko. Please, I don't have money. I need to go back home. Please, anything you have, any amount, 100 naira, 50 naira, anything you have, please let me go back home. A couple of people just gave me some money, and then I now used it to board a bus. Like I said, I can't remember. I don't even know where they stopped me. All I know is that they were saying Oko, and I asked them how much. They told me I had to start begging from hand to hand. Please help me. I want to go back to my school. I don't have money. And then some people helped me, and I went back. I went back to that spot. I waited and waited and waited for them. I think I got there around 12. I waited till around 5 for them, and I was super hungry. I hadn't eaten anything, nothing. I was just there at that spot. Like, people, I'm sure people thought I was mad because I did not even bath. For that 1 week, I did not bath. My clothes were dirty. I was smelly. Do you understand? But I was going from up to down, up to down. I was looking mad. Like, I was looking mad. So around 5, I was not with phone now, so I couldn't call them. Or anything. You know, when I went back to Lokoja, they gave me a small phone because I had 2 phones, the Android phone and the Android phone and Nokia Touch. So they gave me the Nokia Touch to use and communicating with me. So now they took the 2 phones and told me to go and wait for them at that spot, that they are going to come. I waited and waited till around 5. So I was like, I went to one auntie and she was like, please, I'm waiting for some people that they might come. If you see people on bike or car, they just park and they are looking like they know they are looking for someone. Mad. I am mad. I was mad. If you look like you were looking for someone, please tell them to wait for me, that I want to go and bath and come back. Please, I'm waiting for them. So I went back to my house. I trekked, like, I don't know how to explain this, but I trekked to my house, and it was a very long distance, but I had to trek because I did not have any money. I couldn't enter bike to go to my house. I had to trek. So I was running. It's not even trekking. I was running so that it will not be that when they come I will not be there. I was running. I ran. I got to my house. I finished bathing. Meanwhile, my uncle had already come to my had already visited my lodge, my house, and then told some people that if they see me, they should call him. Do you understand? So one of them saw me. I was like, they've been looking for me. Where have I been? I said, now long story. Now me, I want to go and collect my stuff, my phone and money, because I think they told me they were going to give them back to me. How stupid was I? If it's not jazz, there is nothing else. You won't tell me anything. It is jazz. But as of now, that jazz will not work. I think it's jazz plus allowing them to get to you, like allowing them to get into your head, because when someone gets into your head, there's nothing you can do about it. So it's better you just lock them out. So she was like, okay, let me follow you. I did not even answer her. I ran. She was like, let's enter bike. I was like, hey, do you have money? She said yes. She now paid for the bike. She now paid for the bike. I entered the bike. Straight to the place. I got to the place. I was like, they said I should wait here. They said I should wait here. I was like, they said I should wait here. They said I should wait here. And she was like, who said you should wait here? Like, they said I should wait here. This is where they said I should wait. Like, let's go. I said they said I should wait here. I cannot go anywhere. I cannot go anywhere. They said they are going to come. I'm going to wait for them. Even if it's next year, I will wait for them. I will sit down here and wait for them. That was when she knew and understood what was going on. That I've gone. I am not here anymore. And then she gave me a resounding slap. Like 2 slaps. She just gave it to me. Bah, bah. Like my eyes cleared. I was like, what am I doing here? What happened? I'm hungry. Hey God. That was actually when I remembered that I was hungry. I was like, what am I doing here? Like, and she was like, I've been missing for some days, like actually a week plus now. And I went home, it took my dad's money. I was like, my phones. She was like, okay, they took my phone. I was like, I was doing some part of that. I was like, oh, what I remembered was that I went to my cousin's place. I waited for her outside. Some people came to me. Some guy came to me and was asking me for a location where he was going to, and I was like, I didn't know how it happened and everything. I just saw myself on a bike, and then I think I went home. Did I go home? Did my uncle? Do you get? It wasn't cool. It wasn't nice at all. They call it talk and follow. This is not touch and follow. This is talk and follow. Like you respond to someone and they have the power to go into your head and make you do things you ordinarily would not do. So that period wasn't even funny for me. That period was the most traumatic part of my existence. Like, that period was the most traumatic part of my existence, you know. I felt so much pain. Some people thought it was my fault, some people said it wasn't, but everything wasn't nice. It wasn't a nice experience. I think now it's not, I don't hear about this kind of experiences as often as it was before, but I think it's more killing people now. But I'm just grateful to God that I have my life intact. They did not kill me, because I'm not better than those that they killed. You know, that God preserved my life. God helped me. It was just them deceiving me and taking my phones and making me to go steal from my dad, and also taking some ransom from my parents. But all in all, I am alive. You know, I wish maybe I had opened up to someone. Maybe if they had given me that slap earlier, it would have just been my phone and my pocket money that they took. But I think everything happened for a reason, and I am grateful to God that I am alive and well. This is like 9 years ago. Like, it's all God's grace. Okay, so if you're Nigerian, and I think this kind of thing actually happens around the East more. If you're in Nigeria and you are around the East and you know someone, if you have had the same experience, or you know someone that knows someone that had the same experience, or you know someone that had the same experience, please leave it on the comment section. how was it for them? Hope they did not lose much in the process. Hope they got a rescue slap early enough. Hope just share the story on the comment section so I don't feel so alone, right? Meanwhile, see you guys in my next video. Bye. Ciao. So if you enjoyed my my story time, please like, share, don't forget to subscribe. Click on the subscribe button down below. It is free, so I can share some of my juicy stories, my experiences with you guys, and how I kind of overcame them. Also, you can follow me on my social media handles up here, my Facebook, my Instagram, and my TikTok up here, to get updated on my life to just get updated, and all this fun stuff. See you guys in my next video. Ciao.